Long before you knew who you truly were, you learned who you needed to be. You didn't choose it consciously. You adapted. As a child, as a teenager, even as an adult, you studied your environment. You learned what was rewarded, what was punished, what kept you safe, what avoided conflict, what earned approval. And slowly, without realizing it, you stepped into a role. Maybe you became the strong one, the one who never cries, the one who handles everything. Maybe you became the responsible one, the peacemaker, the overachiever, the invisible one who doesn't cause trouble. Or maybe you became the rebel, the funny one, the one who pretends not to care. Whatever it was, it helped you survive, and that's important. That role wasn't weakness. It was intelligence. It was your nervous system figuring out how to navigate the world with the tools it had. But here's the problem. The role that helped you survive may now be limiting how you live. Because survival and freedom are not the same thing. When you live in survival mode, your focus is safety, avoiding rejection, avoiding pain, avoiding failure, avoiding abandonment. You do what works. But over time, what works becomes who you are. You stop seeing it as a role. You start seeing it as your identity. I'm just like this. I've always been this way. That's just my personality. But is it? Or is it who you had to become? Think about the strong one, the man who carries everything on his shoulders, who never asks for help, who handles pressure quietly, who doesn't show weakness. That role may have protected him growing up. Maybe vulnerability wasn't safe. Maybe emotions weren't welcomed. Maybe strength was the only currency that earned respect. So he became strong. But now he feels isolated, disconnected, misunderstood, because strength without openness becomes distance. Or think about the peacemaker, the one who avoids conflict at all costs, who smooths things over, who sacrifices his own needs to keep harmony. That role may have kept chaos down in his early life. Maybe arguments felt dangerous. Maybe tension meant instability. So he learned to shrink himself to keep things calm. But now he feels overlooked, unheard, quietly resentful. Because peace built on self-abandonment isn't real peace. This is the hidden cost of survival roles. They protect you from one kind of pain, but create another. And the hardest part? You don't even realize you're still playing them. Because they feel normal, they feel automatic, they feel like you. But here's the truth. When you're constantly playing a role, you're not fully present. You're responding from habit, not intention. You're reacting from old programming, not current reality. You're living from the past. The role says, stay safe. Your growth says, step forward. And well, that tension creates discomfort. You might feel stuck without knowing why. You might feel restless even when life looks stable. You might feel like something is missing, but you can't name it. What's missing is authenticity. Because, roles are performances. They're masks you wear to control how others see you. And when you wear a mask long enough, you sort of forget what your real face looks like. So, how do you know if you're playing a role? Ask yourself, do I struggle to express my true emotions? Do I feel responsible for everyone else's feelings? Do I avoid certain conversations even when they matter? do I feel exhausted from always being on? Those are signs. And here's the deeper question. If you didn't need to protect yourself anymore, who would you be? That question can feel scary, honestly, because letting go of a survival role feels like stepping into the unknown. Even if the role is exhausting, it's familiar, it's predictable, it's safe. And the unknown feels risky. But, well, growth always does. Letting go of the strong one role might mean admitting you need support. Letting go of the peacemaker role might mean allowing conflict. Letting go of the rebel role might mean caring deeply about something again. It means choosing honesty over protection. And that doesn't happen overnight. It starts small. You pause before reacting the way you always do. You question your automatic response. You ask yourself, is this me or my survival pattern? And slowly you begin to separate who you are from who you had to be. That's when real change begins, because you're no longer operating from fear. You're operating from choice. You can still be strong, but also open. You can still value peace, but also speak your truth. You can still be independent, but also connected. You're not erasing the role. You're expanding beyond it. And that's the difference between surviving and living. Survival is reactive. Living is intentional. The role you played got you this far. It deserves respect. It helped you navigate environments that may not have been easy. But you're not there anymore. You don't have to keep playing the same character in a story that's already changed. You can step into something fuller, more real, more aligned. Because you were never meant to be just the role. You were meant to be the whole person behind it. And the moment you stop performing, you finally start living.